Hello tout le monde, est-ce que ça fonctionne? Hey! Là, ça marche. En fait, quand il est... Je sais pas. Là, normalement, c'est bon. Microphone is all good. Sorry, guys. Sorry to be late. I was just explaining that coming out of like a good month of a lot of big shows preparation. And I'm actually super excited that this MA version arrives because I think I will use it next weekend. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you are great. Hope you can hear me. Sorry for being late and sorry for not being that active lately. C'est le problème des micros actifs. As usual, this chat is French and English und Deutsch. So I'm gonna talk French with French people, if like there's mostly French people. But any English-speaking person is allowed to ask his question or whatever. Just making a bit of space because the studio right now is in a mess as we did a lot of different production. And for now, I'm gonna stick mainly on my laptop, I think. So I'm just making sure that on the laptop, I wanna check this MA version, what it has. Probably has a couple of new panels and stuff. Instead of going directly to the desk, because the desk right now is like sleeping and not set up at all. How are you guys doing? Comment ça va les mecs? Ça fait longtemps? Let me check. Info. Petits adaptateurs secteurs. Je reviens dans une seconde, les gars. Je vais juste me chercher mes adaptes. Ah, je les ai peut-être là. Non, pas là. Tous les streams, on cherche la même chose. C'est putain d'adaptateur, la RJ45. Franchement, le nouveau Receipt Editor est très fort. Vous avez checké déjà? Did you guys have time to check what's going on in this MA, this new one? Guys, it's fucking crazy. I didn't stream for like a month. I'm 1 hour late and we are like already 20 people. That's more than like all the stream I did. Thank you so much for being here. Where are you guys from? Mostly French people? Just let me know. La release, j'ai vu plein de belles choses. Quand on va voir ça, je vais l'installer. So I first need to download the new version. I didn't have time to download it today. How did you guys enjoy the content we did lately? DK Asger from Denmark. How are you doing, bro? We met like we were in Bucharest last week, and we met like a drunk junkie on the road that told us like he's from Denmark. I don't think that like so. Sorry if this is annoying. So for Danish people, like I have such a high meaning about the people from Denmark because like I met mostly people from Martin back in the days. And we met this junkie last week. He said like, I'm a creator from Denmark. And I was like, what the fuck you doing in Romania, bro? Hello, Léo. Hello, Jolite. Comment ça va? Drunk junkie in the taxi driver. J'ai rien checké du tout pour l'instant. I didn't check anything on this MA release, so I'm just gonna have a look. I didn't download it, so like right now I'm just downloading it. I'm happy that the camera is working, that the microphone is working, and I was fucking able to make it online lately. Finally, I didn't have time to eat, so I'm probably gonna eat and drink a bit during the stream. But I'm like, I really wanted to check today. Like life is pretty busy lately. I have a lot of meetings, a lot of preparation. I do my design sessions in the evening, but like most of my job lately is just like meeting, smiling, and helping people to manage their stress while they prepare the first big shows of the season. Why did it took so long for MA3 to bring this software out updates? It's crazy. So we have it's already 2.4.2, and we have, I think, we have a new MA2 version, right? And mode 2 is now 63.6. So like the most thing I'm excited about this one, and Leo is in the chat with us, knows about this subject, is like we have a huge show file fully time coded in MA2, and we want to move it to MA3. And so it's working very well. The only thing we are missing is the effects, shapes, and stuff. So I hope that now that they added this shit, it will work better. Calusay, j'aime beaucoup personnellement, tu peux aller tellement plus vite avec les phases de receipt. Ça donne quoi le nouveau workflow receipt pour toi? Yeah, not the best commercial for you. Denmark is attracting a lot. For AliExpress and letting them do drugs legally in some places, but it helps keep them and the street clear and safe. Bro, like it was so crazy. Like I didn't expect to meet someone from Denmark in fucking Romania, in Bucharest. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning. We were just trying to get some food after like a way too long studio session. And like while we were eating in the streets, like a super good vibe and everything, this junkie came. I'm even sure he's not from Denmark. He was just telling shit. So I need to download on PC for Windows. Yes, download. And I'm gonna download the one for the desk. So I'm making sure that I also have the desk update stuff. Did you guys see some from the Pandemonium stuff? I think what the Flow did the lights and Antoine did the VGing. Did you guys see some cool stuff or not? I think they didn't share too much for now, no? I have full recordings of everything. Let me just text everybody that we are online. Okay, it's downloading. Yep, it's here. MA on PC. Also, let me make sure that we have my NDI connection and my USB stick. I think I'm gonna have to get them. Oh, maybe I can get the show file somehow when I have story on Instagram. But the stage design was pretty cool. The stage design of like our show in Bucharest or the Pandemonium. Like they have some new laser bar. Like I can't wait to have my hands on it and play with it. By the way, guys, I also have my summer schedule, who is pretty much ready. I can show you like a first version of it if you want. We just needed to make sure that we don't announce any show that is not officially announced so far. But I think we're pretty much good on it. I think like all the biggest festivals now, they announced everything, so. Antoine Sureau, mon ami, est-ce que tu es des nôtres? Are there's like only French people in the chat right now? Or do we have like more people coming around? Okay, do I have a layout? I think like last time I was working, I broke all the layouts because I used Streamlabs for something else. Yeah, let me just see if I NDI screen capture. Antoine, il est là. Antoine, est-ce que tu veux partager ton expérience sur ta première date Pandemonium pour nous dire comment c'était? Parce que je suis sûr que ça intéresse beaucoup le chat. Tac. That should work. Great. Je ne peux pas croire que je suis du After Effects. T'es un menteur. T'es un gros menteur, Antoine. C'est pas bien de mentir. Je vais vite chercher mes clés USB. I'm gonna get my USB sticks and I'm back because I want to have a look at the show file. Could not find them. And that's here, no? Yeah, that's a fail. J'ai pas pu les trouver. Je sais pas où elles sont. Autour de là. Ah bah elles sont. Belgian over here. Hey, Guns. Belgian. But are you picking French Belgian or like Dutch? Oh, I don't know how you say exactly. So what should I check? Because I know you guys always know better than I. Flemish Belgian. Like in French, we say flamand, la Flandre. But you say Flemish. That's good to know. I didn't know that. So we are running MA 2.4. That's it, huh? 2.4.2.2. Okay, let's jump in. Let me just make sure that we have the right view. Oh yeah, this one has the deep end stuff into it now. Ah yeah, okay. Now, yes, I want this. Here we go. Édition des recettes dans une séquence bizarre. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a brand new track. Brand new show, should we? No, or should we call another one? So basically, I think what's new. Let's just patch some. Mega pointy. Where are they, Robbie? Mega pointy. Let's do 64. 101. Don't care about the patch. Then we add plots. Can we do like just a quick 3D? Oh yeah, man, I think my computer's gonna die because like he doesn't like to do the 3D stuff. 101 through 199. Set up. Bring it up. Hey. Gigapoint alors qu'il y a maintenant la giga. Ouais, c'est vrai, c'est vrai, c'est vrai. Ça va changer dans... Ah putain, mais ouais, on fait ça. Attends, je vais juste finir ça quand même. Quelqu'un a testé la gigapointe déjà? Vous en avez eu un peu? J'en ai pas eu du tout, moi, pour le moment. Arrangement, c'est ça qu'on veut. Pourquoi ça bouge pas? Increment, non, je veux un... Oui, un arrangement. Grid. 8 par 8, ça fait 64? Ouais, ça fait 64. Son de traviole. Quel enfer ça à chaque fois, ça rentre toujours n'importe comment. Hop. C'est des belles méga pointes ça, hein, moi je vous le dis. Rotation 0 s'il vous plaît. Rotation 0 s'il vous plaît. Voilà. Hop là. Ça c'est good. On store? Allez, on store. Oui, s'il te plaît. Hop. Ah, c'est l'enfer. Commencer, like starting on a new show like this is always like a fucking mess. Let's make some groups. 101 through. Ah, fuck, that doesn't work now. I don't want to update. I want 101 through 199, please store. Ah, shortcut. Store here. Okay, and then it's assign. What's the shortcut for assign? I never know. It's Control A, I think. Store here. No. Assign. Ah, it's Alt A. Let's go. Setup, position, arrangement, camera. I know I am lost, guys. Oh, fuck. I know I am lost. 2D top camera. I'm lost because I don't have my color scheme. And you look at me struggling and you don't say anything, no? Up. Tac. Check. This is like the most entertaining stream I did in a while, right? It was better not to stream than showing you all of this. So I want edit. No, I don't want to edit. I want to active scheme and I want Zy production. There. Ah, now it looks like a grenade. Now it looks much better, right? Okay. Let's keep this here. Ah, the screen is so small all the time. Let's make a grid. Let's unzoom this. Clear, clear. Ah, I fucked this too, no? What is clear? It's I never noticed shortcuts. Clear is delete. Delete is super. Yeah, okay. And a grid like this. Remove the spaces. Store here. Overwrite. Great. How entertaining is this guy? Soup, exactly, soup. And so what's new? So you told me there is like a receipt editor view, right? How is this working? Is this something new? I'm not sure. Let's add a all pool here so we can store some stuff. Oh, they changed some stuff now because all this looks like shit now. Or maybe it's because in and I think like in my show file they have like more like default colors. But it looks like, yeah, they added new color scheme stuff. It's gonna be a nightmare for me. No. Okay, let's have a look. So if I go, so back in the days we did this, okay. At what is at? We don't know. At is A. So if I do A, okay, 100%. Then I need to push next. And then next is at 0. At 0, please. And so it should start pulsing, right? So if I remove this thing and I just go to phaser editor, it should be pulsing. It's pulsing, okay? That's the way we work. And that's the way I like. That's the way you guys hate, because it's not like MA2, right? And then what changed? So now you can have curves. That's what they said, right? So if I go for curves, there's nothing. Dans le recipe editor, tu peux par contre t'en servir pour réaliser des recipe phaser. Recipe phaser. I don't have recipe phaser. I have recipe editor. Do I have something? Phaser editor. That's the one we have. So what's new? Maybe I should check. Yeah. Maybe I should start checking my what's new, by the way, instead of just running it like an idiot, right? Okay, wait, let me have a look at the changelog. Three point 2.4, right? Did they already like update the manual or something? Because they said like software release, blah, 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 but I'm not sure a lot of stuff happened that was new, no? I hate them. Like, why do they do like a release video? Oh, shapes, okay. Why do they do like a release video and they just say like, hey, there's a lot of new stuff. Let's go, let's have a look. Like, can they not just prepare everything? And so like they give you the stuff? Shapes. Okay, let's go for shapes. Oh, I have shapers and we want shapes, no? Whoa! And we have the Grand MA2 shapes? Do we? Why is everything white? Why is everything white? Who changed that? What is this white color? Oh God. Curves are called shapes. Okay. You guys, why do you guys wait 1 hour me to come online to do a live stream to look at me doing things I don't know and you already know? Like, what's the point of us doing this? Is this like real entertainment? Really? Come on. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the ugly gray one because I think I need to rework some stuff in my color scheme. Let's go. So we have sign. Wow. Linear. Wow. Ramp up. It's the Grand MA2 effects. Finally. They made it. Moving backwards, no? I think, when did they release Grand MA3? I think they released Grand MA3 in 2017 and now it's 2016 and they finally moved back. My God. Oh, fucking, I hate those. I hate those all so much. Ah! Maybe we can go and we can make it yellow ugly like Grand Tuna, so people like finally will be happy. Can we do that? Can I, how did I do that? Play, focus frame, icon hover, lighten. Oh, let's ask Gemini. Maybe he knows. Like this now. Let's see if I can do it. So this is supposed to be cool, guys. I don't know. Like I don't really know if having shapes now should be cool, or like what's the point for this? Because I recorded this as recipes before, but like that's basically it's not only shapes because it brings in pan and tilt when I just was working on dimmer, right? So if someone has like a clear explanation about this is supposed to be, oh, and it's loaded. Like even if I clear. I need if I take my group, okay, now it's empty. If I go to sign, it's doing nothing, okay? So that means I need to go here, call my first preset. So that's like my basic thing. And then I can change the shape, right? They should have better call this curves. It's funny because like everybody's so excited about this thing and I see nothing new. Like you were able to do all of this before. It's just like you guys were too lazy or you didn't want to really understand how phaser were working, but like this was all possible before. So why is everybody like screaming like, oh my God, now it's finally like MA2? When this is basically, you were able to do this before. You just had to do it by your own, no? Or like purchase some, I don't know, like show file from someone, no? So you have it, but you still don't know how to do it. That's it. That's all. Is there something else new that is exciting for me? Because this doesn't bring me anything, I think. What else do you see? Oh yeah, the MVR thing. The MVR, that's something. But this is like completely useless, no? Especially like it's the same as MA2, no? And they are all locked. Can I make a new one? Wow. Oh, that's cool. That's new, huh? Oh, we can make a swing in. Like, didn't they had like a step editor back in the days in some earlier version of GrandMA? Did you guys remember this? To information about speed phaser. That's why they rename it, I guess. Because where I'm confused is like, this is supposed to be shapes, okay? But that's typical light stuff. This is shapers. So shapes and shapers are not the same, right? But shapes are basically phaser presets. So why didn't they call it phaser presets instead of calling it shapes? Why didn't they call it forms? Because in MA2, you remember it was a form. Our form doesn't exist, no? What else do we have? And we still have the generators that nobody's using now because they just don't bring anything. Is anybody of you guys using the generator? I love it because like the first time I saw the generator, I was telling everybody, hey, look, that's the generator. That's what you were looking from GrandMA2 because that's exactly looking like the GrandMA2 effect stuff. Where you have your attribute, the master, you just add like in maximum, minimum, phase and everything. And then you can like change the phase and blah, blah, blah with fader like in GrandMA2. And then I think it's like this and you just call the generator and make some random shit, no? It's super cool, but like what's the point? For what, like does someone use this? Because it probably was done for something, no? I did use for sure, and half of them were working. Prism 37. Where are you from, bro? I love it. I love. That's a good point. Like Scotch is saying, he's like, or is it Skara, now because 4 is supposed to be an A. So like most of the people are saying they use the generator to do a random effect. But like, why don't you use, because yeah, for sure, it's cool now and it's doing a great job for a random effect. Why don't you go for this and this? Is it working out? Then this, and then like here in the sheet, I think, or it's in the matrix. I think it's the matrix that you need to go. If you go to matrix and you go to shuffle 1 and in Y shuffle 1, 2. That's how I do, like random. I need to add a phase, right? Then what's the point of doing this? It's because you're going to tell me you have different control. Why is the shuffle not working? Why is it random here, but not here? Skaha. How you doing, bro? It's broken! Guys, don't use 2.4. It's broken. I'm already looking like when I'm gonna show up this weekend at my show with my new MA version, and they're gonna ask me like, "You're already on the new one? You trust it?" Like, no, I know it's broken. What is this? What are we looking at? We have a random in our layout, but not into our selection grid. I know why. Because selection grid, yeah, okay. It adapts to the matrix. Wrong alert, guys. It's not broken. All good. All good. All good. Okay, so you guys excited about this, no? I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited about one thing is that normally now it should be easier to get MA2 show file to MA3 because you should not lose the effects. Så vi också effekter in här då. Scheiße, voilà, random dimmer que j'avais sur la 2. There are some things about MA2 I never understood in the effects. That's I think part of why I hate it is because I don't understand what this desk is doing sometimes. And like there was too much thing based on presets like the fly out and stuff like that. Like I don't know how many people ask me like, "Oh, you do fly out effect?" I'm like, "What?" "Ah, you do a fly out effect." I'm like, "Pan tilt or dimmer or like dimmer tilt or something like that." Because like they always speak about the fly out effect because like when you open MA2, you have this presets called fly out. Should we then say like, "Oh, you don't do like the scene effect?" Très bien, c'est les petits rings. Tu vois une boucle qui tourne. Yeah, 23 MMX is saying that when you use like the shuffle, you can see the random because as it's like a loop of effects, it's always looping. The generator is always generating something random. That's completely true. But I like the fact that you can make some random effects with symmetry. So that's really like the thing, and I know that generators are very great for that. I just never use them, and like it's such a cool tool and such a powerful tool, but it feels like they started doing it and they like completely thought like, "Ah, now it's gonna be too difficult because nobody will use it." And I was thinking like this is the next big thing for generating like shapes and effect and stuff like that, and even like a generator to like do a line or do a circle or stuff like that. And like for now, he's just doing random stuff. I'm not sure you can do much more with generator, right? I need to check. I think Aria did a lot of content about generators. But I think it's always super random, right? Guys, we're having so much fun tonight, no? So anything else here? Or then it's really nice that you translate the French question in English. Yeah, but like it would be less nice if I translate what English people say to French, because then it's just like, it's going to be like learn French with Zyper or learn English with Zyper instead of learn MA2. Even if MA3, sorry, because it's looking too much like MA2 now. But yeah, like I try to, because like the French community is very active on Twitch, and I love them for that. Plus, they are very active in like the new kids are very like expert in desk and super geeky on a lot of features and stuff like that, especially in this chat. So I always love it because you see, it's not me showing you the new features; it's the people in the chat showing you the stuff. Okay, guys, anything else I should check here? Like, should we move to the MVR part? Because this, like, I'm not sure now how we should use this. Also, should we give a try to depends? We're gonna give a try to start the depends. Receive editor. Yeah, what is this? Can someone explain me? I never, because I know there is some, like, I'm gonna show you the way I do receive. So let's store this here. Phaser. So I'm like very, very bad with receive. I know, sorry for that. I'm bad with anything on this desk anyway. let's just call back the all. So the way I am doing receipt, I'm doing this, edit settings. Then I'm calling new receipt, selection, calling my phaser receipt. Wow, they added color. Oh my God, it's different. Why didn't you tell me that? I was not ready. What is this? Oh my God. Why is it so difficult now? What is this? Okay. Q, lots of change. My God, what are we doing? Nothing changed. Nothing's going on. It's not working. So I called group 1, shape. I need to call the shape. Okay. And I can see what shape it is. Wow, so cool. And then attributes, that should be, oh God, I hate that. That's so MA2, I fucking hate that. Where is my preset? Why can I not call a preset like I did before? Why did they change to make it worse? That's the thing everybody's always thinking about when you open like a new software. Like, why did they change? Ouais, mais moi je vais récupérer mon preset. I wanna put just my preset in. Okay, I'm gonna have a look at this in my own show file. Okay, I think I'm gonna move to my show file because I like to go like straight to the point, but like I don't want to waste hours trying to do things. So let's just go. Yeah, I think trim refiner was a good one, right? Oh God. Yeah, I know, a lot of issues. Ah, yeah, and now let's go back to the right color scheme. It should work better, I think. Why is it white? Why did they change that? They fucked up it all. Look, everything's ugly now. Whoa, what's going on? There's a party. Oh, what? What show file is this, guys? I think it was a positive, right? Oh yeah, it is positive. Okay. Okay. Can you calm down, guys? This one, huh? Please. Cool. So you guys told me that we now have, like, if I go to program, now I think it's here. If I, for example, go to my program, so this is a sequence called beam red, and this one has here a receipt editor. Everything looks like I have to redo all the design of all the elements. Oh my God. Okay. It's ugly too. So now we have a new plus, a minus, a toolbox for I don't know what else, a cut. You can do phaser receipt with preset via the absolute value column. I love how you guys are trying to help me, and I don't understand anything you guys are saying. What is the absolute value column? You mean the attribute, right? So here we can group 1 beam value is red. Okay, here I want to call, for example, my other group with hybrids. Okay, it says it has no preset. Okay, so that didn't change. What else can we do? I think we can add lines. Okay, we can remove lines. That's cool because that was a bit of a mess before. What is this? So this is blue. This is purple. Ah, yeah, and this is then to make a line directly here. Comment il va, Federico? But that's not what I want to do. But okay. What is it called? What's the difference between this and the purple one? All my geeky guys like. What's the difference? Because this is a receipt blue and this is a receipt purple? Oh, this is a receipt with a shape, phaser, and standard. So phaser is blue and standard is purple, right? It looks like guys, it really looks like this chat, this like live is really looking like young people teaching MA3 to old guy. I'm sorry, I'm dying out of hunger. Wow! Oh, send a message. DJ Fixing, hey, c'est top, merci pour cette overview. J'ai une petite question. Est-ce que les formes que tu dessines dans les pools de shape peuvent être utilisées dans les transitions de Q, car on peut choisir des courbes de transition, mais j'ai l'impression qu'on ne peut connaître que leur nom et pas leur représentation graphique. Comment le permettre de faire le phaser editor? Cependant, je doute que ces shapes sont visiblement voués à être utilisés dans le cadre de phaser avec la notion de boucle. Je vais il faut que je mette. So, DJ Fixing or FXing is asking a very, very, very good question. He's asking, like, can you use shapes in fade, like between cues and stuff like that? Because I think right now, every fade you want to do is like one straight line. And he would like, I think, to have shapes to make different kind of transition from one cue to the other, if I'm right. But yeah, I think, bro, you already understand. Je crois que tu as déjà compris que globalement, pour l'instant, c'est les shapes qui sont globalement tes courbes de phaseur. So I think basically for now, shapes is just like phasor stuff, right? I'm sorry, guys, I'm eating at the same time. And I think you're all eating too, so it's okay, right? When you make a phasor receipt, under the value tab, you have to tap absolute or relative slot and add a preset. What is this in absolutes? Because I know, wait, let me just come back. I know that now you can add the attribute here, and this is like completely like MA2. So this is great. Let's be honest, guys. It's a new feature. It doesn't disturb too much the old one, so it's great. But it's so dumb stupid that a software, instead of working to move forward and make things easier, is moving to go backward because it moved forward without its users. Why did fucking MA user not to take the time in the last 6 years to learn phaser? Because like it's the same and it's better. Why? Oh, t'inquiète, envoie des pavés. Moi, je kiffe les pavés. Guys, if you want to send like huge messages in the chat, feel free to do it. It's so cool. I like it. And feel free to type it in any language you want. I will translate it. This is like an official like English translator now. So back to trying to understand this. So we have blue one. That's before, okay? Like just a selection and a preset and a pure preset value. Now we have the new one, the purple one that you told me, phaser receipt. Oh, it's written here. It's so ugly, it's impossible to read. So this is a phaser receipt and this is a standard receipt. Okay. And so the phaser receipt, basically instead of calling a phaser preset, that's the way I did it before, you can now directly create your effect into it. So it's your effect line from MA2. So you call your attribute. So my, but yeah, it's not working the same way. Let's go get one of my chaser stuff. Where are they? They are, I think they are in my executor here. Beam chase here, exactly. So here, I can now add selection, group 1. So for me, it should be my beam symmetry group. It's going to be group 100. I can take attribute, dimmer. And then you have, that's what you're talking about, like absolute and relative, right? And here I can call in absolute or relative my presets. And I guess that these are my steps, right? I don't know if you guys can, should I zoom in or can you guys see something? Peut mettre le wifi. Xcolors just tell me like, hey, you can also put the Wi-Fi now on your desk with your phone. Amazing. My desk needed more Wi-Fi. Oh, this is such a joke. So what are you guys are saying? Well, receipt phaser, effects, and a receipt purple. And the one before was a blue one. Okay. Where you can make phaser receipt under the value tab. Yeah. So that's it. So I can add here, and then I can say like in a relative, like dimmer intensity 0, and here intensity 100, right? And it goes in absolute because I don't know why. Okay. And then I can add my phase. Phase goes from. Oh fuck! Now they did it like that. Like MA2. I always hated that your phase goes like 0 through 360 in the same case, in the same box. Now, like I like the fact that you have one for phase from and one for phase 2. Oh god. Why? Why are we back to this? And then the matrix at the end, yeah, for sure. No, direction forward, backwards, alternate. What is alternate? Okay, let's have a look. So it's in my executor. Oh, they added buttons. That's new. Flash toggle. That's new. That's new. Wow. So many new updates. Toggle. So now my beam are chasing, no? Wait. Hey, tonight is great content, huh? You didn't see that in a while, huh? You never been so many on this Twitch session. Like I did amazing Twitch session where we review shows and I took time to prepare. And when I'm launching like last minute, 1 hour late, just looking at this trash, you guys are like 30 people looking at this. Where are you guys from? Come on. Okay. Wow. What I'm looking at. What is this supposed to be? Wow, it's strobing like crazy. Wait, let me go line. It's gonna oh fuck! It's gonna kill my computer. Okay, and here I want this off, this off. Okay, so it's flashing, but it's flashing completely random. Yeah, welcome. Okay. So far it does this. Then if I go back into executor, chase. So the phase doesn't work. I look so. Hey Louis, how are you doing, bro? We are checking. Globalement, il y a des changements sur les phasers et c'est redevenu comme la Grand 2. Voilà. And there are like 3 major updates. There is like the fact that you can filter the MVR a bit better, but I didn't check for now. And they made a new type of receipt, and that's called phaser receipt. And they added shapes, like basically all the forms from the MA2. And it's cool because that means like if you have some showfile from clients in MA2, I think it's going to be more easy to bring them to MA3. We're going to have a look at this in a minute, especially as I have one that's a real subject for me right now. As an oops window for some reason. Why? What is this? The oops window. Finally, that's so cool. Oh God, that's so cool. That's so cool because now you can finally see what you really did instead of having the console thing. So now you can like move back. That's so cool. That's like really, I like that. That means I can really go back to like shit I did instead of like the console where when you call like the command view, like sometimes it's really, really hard to understand because it's sending a lot of different things. Command line history, you see? It's sending so much thing, like it's much more cleaner here to know exactly what type of action did I do. So you better find the mess you did, especially when you're trying to write macros and stuff like that. Alternate is supposed to be like a bounce. I was thinking like bounce is not working officially. I was taking to some ML reps a couple of weeks ago and bounces are supposed to exist now. Okay, let's try this. For now, I could not make the... I think I'm gonna go back to the layout view because this view is just shit now. Layout viewer. Okay, so here what's going on. Great. Amazing content. Great cinema. So it's flashing like crazy 1 on 2. Okay, so we have some phase. My bad. We have some phase. Why is this flashing? I think we need to cook it. How can I cook? Can I write cook? Is there a button for cook? Nah. I need this. I want to cook this shit. Ah, here. How? Can I write cook at? Please choose cooking mode. And that's working. It's such a joke all the time. I want to overwrite. Bang, bang. It's killed. So now I should only have my new phaser receipt line, right? And it's still doing the same mess. Yeah. Oh, God. Toggle on, toggle off. Still the same. It's great because like we're in the same mess that we had. Use preview with sequences. What is this? Preview in sequences. Yeah. Preview in sequences. Where can I see that? Forward. Phase. None. No more phase. So now it should be flashing all together. It's still doing this. Making phaser and receive is kind of Sus NGL. What is Sus NGL? What is this doing? My mega point is look like they are stick. Selection mode normal. Yeah, okay. I added like 1 at 0, 1 at 100. Okay. Speed is 60. Phase is 0. So why is it not working? When you preview, you can fire off a sequence and view it without it being live. Ah, you mean in the desk? Yeah, but like it should just not be running. So working like this is such a mess. I don't know. Maybe on the desk it's better as usual, but like I really don't see the point. Yeah, but like it's no more supposed to do this because I removed the phase. Ah, fucking I hate it. Direction forward. Shape. Let's just forget about it and make a new one. Because like I tried to rebuild on another one. Let's just clear it all. Store here. Go plus. New receipt. Bang bang. Selection my beam symmetry group 100. Shape. Attributes. Dimmer. Absolute 100. Absolute 0. Forwards. So now it should. Okay. Now it's doing the thing. And then I can forward, filter, shot, direction. Where is the phase? It gone. Oh God, I hate it. Do you guys really enjoy looking me dying slowly like this? Where is the because I forgot. Yeah, I removed the X. Okay, phase X. 0 to 60. Fucking just to see this, I fucking hate it. Okay, and the phase. Oh yeah, the phase is working. My bad. Phase is working. Okay, so yeah, so it's basically like doing the trick like in MA3. It's just that you need to enter the sequence and edit it all the time. So it's still the same mess for me. Because that was basically the mess. I love the way phaser and receipts are working. It's just you need to go in to change anything all the time. Measure, filter, matrix. I feel like anytime any date for MA3 comes out, the question is like, why did they fix it? But like, how the fuck are we? Now, like the real topic and the real subject is that you can really feel, sadly, how lost they are in like the development and all of this. Like, if it's to bring back the way effects were working in MA2. Why did it take so long? I'm like, we are all talking about, but that's an overall thing for the whole industry. Like we are all talking about AI helps us to program faster and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Why are all those big companies struggling so much to make software updates and stuff? Like I was using Pangolin Beyond a couple of weeks ago to do like the laser for Vladimir Koshma. This software is disgusting. I mean, honestly, this software is such a fucking mess. And you can feel how they started doing it like 20 years ago, maybe. And they add in piece and piece, and it works. It does the job. It's great. But like, if you had to rethink it from today, you will do nothing like that. And I'm like, why don't those companies not take time to just restart from scratch and make something that is way more optimized and way more better to use, no? I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe like we are missing a big part of the picture. Maybe like those companies have like just one or two programmer. I don't know. Maybe it's just like some psychos where they bring together a programming team and like. But I never understand that. But like I'm doing light since 15 years, coming from the DJ controller world, and I was like already doing controller and programming a bit stuff myself. And I was like, why is it so difficult to request like a feature or something? Like, for what? I like the new idea of changing effect check web basket. Now, like there's no subject about what they add. Everything they add is great, for sure. It's new tools, it's new things, and thanks to MA, you always have the choice. Like you can use it, but you don't have to. You can do things differently. Like I'm pretty sure it will not change my way of working with MA3, and like this doesn't fix any of my needs. What's gonna fix some of my needs, I think, is like the new thing in the patch. But like the question is like, do you have a clear vision about where you guys want to go? That's more my point. It's like, what's coming next? If we are like rolling back and moving forward, but backwards, like why do we add things and then remove it? Like, was there a clear vision in the beginning when they sat down and like, okay, MA3, we do effects like that because it's going to be better to make effects. Like the XYZ thing was so great. Such a great idea. Okay. Is this exciting? What do we have to do? So they changed, that's the same. They changed a lot of visual things. Because before, like I had colors on the whole line, I think, and now it's no more. So I'm used to do this. Select down, delete it all. Okay, great. And then I go to new line, import NVR. Why is import NVR now? There's no more here. Oh, God. They would add an AI to MA3 to program LOL, do other things. Like, did you guys see the Resolume update where you can connect like Resolume to Claude and ask Claude, like, clean up my Resolume, and Claude is doing the job? I didn't have time to check it. Maybe if you want, we can have a look at this tonight. But like, imagine you can just go into your Grand MA and you say like, okay, take all my mega point, you put them on the center on the DJ, bang, done. That would be so amazing. And like, I think that we are like really, really on a gap. Wait, let me move to bigger one. So I think that we are like really, really close to a little gap where AI is gonna kick in all those lighting desk software and the whole DMX world and programming and stuff, and make it from like super expert and super difficult to like motherfucking easy. Because there's no way programming light nowadays is so difficult. Learning a software is so difficult, like so many different windows and stuff, and you have to like import a patch from an MVR and find a GDTF file and then change the right mode, and then you need to do a group, a layout, a grid, put them into 3D position, make it's so like, it's so much work for just like, I want this light in red. I want like an effect to go from this light to this light. And it's funny because I'm like, by working on my latest project with my course, he was super involved into lighting and stuff. but with his own vision and his own words. And he was saying like, okay, on the drop, we make an effect that goes from the center to outside. Pa, 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 pa. And I was like, okay, give me 2 hours. I wasn't going to make 2. Okay, give me 2 hours. First, I need to find the right group. Then I need to make the right selection, store the selection. Then I need to open the effect pool, create a new effect, select my selection, choose the right. Why is it so fucking long and difficult? And at the end, he's looking at it like after 5 minutes, he's looking at it like, nah, it's not what I wanted. Okay, we lost 5 minutes. What we want an idea and we want to go straight to it. We don't want to lose hours like doing like shapes and stuff like that. That's like a programmer thing. But as a light operator, like I know like a lot of people are talking about like live busking or tech, blah, blah, blah. It's not about that. It's like we want the show to look what we have in our head, and we don't care about how difficult or what software or what technique or blah 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 you use. What I want is like I have this idea for this song, I want to make it. If I have to learn Grand MA3, okay, then I'll learn Grand MA3. Like for the Mac course show, it was okay, we have to work in MA2. Okay, then I went back in MA2 and learn new things in MA2. But it's such a pain. Oh, it's such a pain. And that's really why I think, especially like, it is super stupid and super basic, those lighting things. Like it's you take a fixture, you have attributes, you program those attributes into presets, you put those presets and this fixture into an executor, and you decide what the executor is doing. As easy as that. And then you have MA3, windows, layouts, pool, shades. Like, as basic as that. And like and the whole thing about this thing is just for MA, like it's one company, it's one software, and they came up with an update like 5 or 6 years ago. And now they're like switching back, but still having the same thing in. Like, for what? Like, if you wanted to keep this effect line like MA2, why didn't you add it directly? And that's really like, I would love to meet someone from MA to explain us how it's happening, because I'm sure like those people struggle a lot because our industry is so large. There are so many different people and so many different brain that make lighting, and they try to listen to everybody and gives everybody like the tools they need. And at the same time, I need this in 20 different ways over my job. And I'm just like a very small person in a very small niche industry in France, Paris. So like when you take the whole world and everybody who's working from like show, from theater, from TV shows and stuff, concert, just like architecture stuff, everywhere where Grand MA is involved. Like I'm sure those guys get like thousands of emails and ideas every day, and just like, okay, where should we start? And they already know whatever feature they bring out, people are going to be pissed off. Yeah, and like Spaceman 451 is exactly saying it right. Like it was really the last missing piece moving from MA2 to MA3. And by doing it like this, I think we're gonna have a look later. But I think now, like moving your show file to MA2 to MA3, you don't lose anything. Because like I made a lot of tries lately because this max cost show file was in MA2. They had like 55 tracks time coded, and I didn't have the time. It was not like, it could have been a budget thing about like, oh, you need to pay me like 20 days, so I'm update this show file from 2 to 3, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't have the time, and I didn't feel confident to give this to one of my guy who programs, because I wanted to make sure that the show file I have is the same in MA2 than in MA3, because that's what my client requested. Asking someone else to program it, I will have lose so much time just checking behind him every day. Hey, did you do it right? Okay, let's check and watch MA2, MA3 recording. Is it the same? Blah, blah, blah. I just tell him, okay, it's going to be quicker and more efficient to work in MA2. But I hate it. Like, it's working. I'm no talk on whatever. It's working great. It's just the experience for me is so bad. It's like driving an old car, you know? Like, it's like when you move on those brand new electric cars. It's like driving the old shittiest car where everything is like hard to drive and everything. Like, you can still drive with it. It's just your experience is bad. And that's how I feel on MA2. Yeah, like there's probably a lot of people who can connect me with MA2 as it's someone like back in the days, but like I have no interest because I'm really honest with you guys always when we are talking and stuff like that. I'm not a light specialist. I'm not a light passionate. I don't wake up and feel myself as a light operator or whatever. And I know you all have much more passion for all of this than I do. My passion is to amaze people who come to a concert, is to amaze people with the lights and the visual and to enhance the whole experience they can have when they come to one of my show. Whether it's lights, visuals, SFX, sound, or whatever. I started as a DJ. I moved on lights and visuals because I expect there is enough people who do great music and great performance show. There is less people who do lights and visuals the way I have it in my head. So, okay, let's move to this. And over the last 15 years, I work and follow a lot of amazing people and talented people who come up with music, and we share ideas. And I'm the technical guy who make those lights and visual ideas into reality by using the desk, programming, using Resolume, making content and stuff like that. So like I don't have much to talk about someone from Grenade. Like I have a lot of people who come to talk to me about the fixture. I'm not really passionate about fixture and stuff. For sure, like I have some interest for it. For sure, like I'm fascinated about the technical, how it's done, and like by the passion that you guys all have about this. But I'm not gonna sit down and enjoy talking about MA3 for hours with people, even if you're gonna tell me that's exactly what we are doing right now. Okay, let me have a look at the chat. What did you guys say? Hi. Can you tell me how you get involved with Max Kor's show? He basically write me down on Instagram. We're gonna make a post about it. Like we have a show in Istanbul next weekend that I'm still working a lot on it. Then we have Düsseldorf, and I think after all of those shows, I will be able to share a little bit more. But yeah, basically they ran me down on Instagram. They wanted us to. They saw my work. They were happy about it. They have a very dynamic vision of the show. And so they wanted us to work together to see like if I can bring this dynamic and energy into it. It was like a very also great human experience because Max is someone very, very, very amazing, like a wonderful human being, and a great talented artist. Like he's amazing on stage. He has like we sat down for 7 days here in the studio, and he was sharing me his ideas and explaining me the vision he had. For lights and visuals. His management I'm working with, like they are super great too. So I really love working with them, and it was like a very wonderful human experience because they are Belarusian. They don't talk English. I am French, and I talk good English, but I don't talk any Russian. So like it's a lot of translation. It's a lot working with translator. It's a lot of typing text down, make pam like that, and movements and stuff, and like you know. And we made an amazing show, and we already had a lot of talks about how we're going to make it better. And that's exactly what I like. Also, they are very, very involved. They really try to understand what the DMX is, why Hazel, what Depends, how Depends is working, fireworks, fire, SFX, power. They know everything. They have knowledge on everything. And if I have some beams not turning on at the right moment, like he will see it and he will text me down like, hey, why on this beat, on this like on this drop, on this track, why didn't the beam on the tower turn on? And like, I didn't see that. How did you? So that was working with Max Kors. It was a very great experience. We're still in. So maybe I'm going to get fired after the second show because what I did is not good enough. So that's the stress and pressure I'm in right now. And that's why I don't want to talk too much about it because like maybe in 2 weeks I'm fired. Who knows? What else do we have? I think it was more like, yeah. I think it's a bit sad that there are so few ways to connect MA support or report bugs and things that do not feel intuitive directly to MA. Also, I think it would be a good idea if MA selected some experienced programmer and let them test new software version for a week and given feedback, because who knows better what is useful and intuitive. Bro, like really, really honestly, I think they are doing it. It's just like they work with they sell so much people and are touching so many different industries that like they for sure, like, you guys are probably amazed by the output of my work, the final result of it, because I'm lucky to work on amazing events. I'm lucky to work with amazing artists. But like my show file, I can explain you how it works in like half an hour, and that's done. I'm doing the same shit since 20 years. I'm like pan, tilt, circle like that, circle like that, circle like that, like that, like that, and white strobe and pushing shutters. Why like I don't like, I didn't evolve the way I'm working since many years. I'm trying to adapt to the hardware and the software, but the way I do lights is the same since day one. What interest has a company that's trying to move forward with a guy like I don't bring anything to the table. They work with like big programmer that program a bit of show, that do very complex thing. Like, I don't know if you guys watch the Eurovision. Like, that's where the shows are complex. Like my show, like the most super basic one. Like, but guys, I'm playing with a MIDI controller and with gloves. I mean, like, come on, let's be serious. So now for sure, look at, they have a lot of people, and I think the main struggle for them is like they have so many inputs and so different, because like on the different shapes of the industry and everything, that they are a bit lost about, okay, what should we do? Because you will not please anybody, whatever you do. Some other company have excellent testing program, excellent support, and can get hold of people. Yeah, because you also need to be very careful comparing the size of MA Lightning with other company. Like for sure, like MA Lightning has like much more user than Champsys, Everlight, Hog, or whatever. Like I was really close to the Obsidian team back in the days, and the Martin controller desk team, because we were a very small community, and it was so nice. And we were always like a small community fighting about the big community of MA user. And it was our pride, you know, like we were proud of it. Then at some point, if you want to move forward in the business and the industry, for sure you have to learn MA so you can move on. But yeah, that's how it works now. Comment ça va, Arnaud? Comment ça va, Vaxla? Incroyable d'historique du stadium. Ouais, c'était pas mal. C'était pas mal, le stadium. MA always invites programmer and asks them what they need, etc. But they lost a lot of feedback and production during time and COVID. It's a hard life of a big company. Huh? It's probably better for them to do nothing coming from the UX and UI world. It's kind of expensive, all the stuff. And probably MA3 kind of feel a full redesign in terms of UX and AI. How many hours did it take you to program the entire show of Maxwell's? We did 7 days programming here, and we did 3 days studio session before the stadium, and 2 days, 3 days. There was 2 days of studio session and 3 days in the stadium. But like the first stadium day was mostly like studio. Like we had the studio in the stadium, like we built it up. That's why like my studio here is a mess, because it took a lot of stuff there. So yeah, it was about like a good 10 days of preparation. The thing is, they provided me a show file with all the time code already in. So that means like they built every year, and they were lucky to be able to keep the show file. So I made 1 or 2 new tracks, and then I enhanced a lot what they had before. I also cleaned a lot in the MA2 show file. Did you already check the update? Yeah, we started about it, and then we went into like deep conversation about the state of our industry, the state of like GrandMA, where you should go and everything. But if you want to have a look, like we can jump back. I'm just gonna finishingly reading all the question. If you just listen to user complain, you bring nothing new. That's the thing. Like, and I was the type of guy complaining all the time about everything. I was like such a hater all my life. And like since pandemic helped me a lot, and the fact that my company grew much bigger, and that I wasn't able to do a good job in my company, and my people left because I'm a bad manager, helped me to bring me down to earth and understand, okay, so if I struggle to manage 10 people and give them a clear vision and move forward and everything, maybe GrandMA, who has like probably, I don't know, like 50 or 100 employees, maybe it's hard for them too, no? So maybe I should not just blame them. And in the same time, I like to have a real look about the state of our industry and software and stuff, the way I see them and the way they are. Because we always have phantasm about how it could be in the future, but it's also important to look at where things coming from and how they are right now. You have to learn MA to move on. Even ever heard of Tomorrowland and Chances and has quite a few years. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, but that's Tomorrowland working with its own team, and his own team has its own desk and brings its own desk. How do you when you start as a light operator, you cannot afford buying your own desk. So how do you start? You start learning one of the desk. And what's the most valuable is to learn GrandMA, because GrandMA is gonna open you the door to the more jobs. And I'm made this way. I started with MPC Martin MPC, because the club I was hired had a Martin MPC. And when I moved out, we designed the M-Touch and M-Play. Did you ever heard or see those guys, M-Touch and M-Play? I have some at the office. And so when I moved out of this club, I had my M-Touch and my Play. That was my little desk. And like for like the first 3 years, I did all my shows with my desk. And that was so cool. I came, opened my computer, put in my little desk, did my DMX. But when shows were getting bigger, my small little desk could no more support this. And I was traveling much more, traveling by planes and stuff. So it was much more easier for me to take over the desk on site than traveling with my own desk. But like even when I was working on full day production, so I came one day earlier, I put in the desk, I do my patch, blah, blah, blah. But when I started touring with artists, where I have like 60-minute programming and 60-minute changeover, I can no more take the risk to come with my desk, and instead of 60-minute programming, do 60-minute setup so that my desk is plugged in and blah, 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 and the Artnet connection and stuff. So even coming with my USB stick and everything prepared, I cannot make it in time. So yeah, that's my point of view. But like guys, again, like you're all allowed to have your own point of view. I'm an MA2 hater because I hate it. I know a lot of people love it. I'm an MA3 lover because I don't know why. I had a better connection with the software. A lot of people don't like it because they feel more comfortable on MA2. I know a lot of people love Chamsys, and I used to work a lot with Chamsys. I don't remember if last time we found it, but I normally have let me have a look. But normally I have a complete video that I never released about Zyper with the Chamsys. Because I know like most of the time when I say like, you need to, someone is showing up, yes, but Chamsys, yes, for sure. Chamsys exists, it's great, it's doing an amazing job. The software has some fucking good ideas. The on PC is a fucking nightmare and such a joke. But that doesn't help you to make all the jobs. Like I could not tour on Inference with the Chamsys show. And it's sad because if I could choose, I would probably still work with Onyx because it was the most cool and beautiful software. But it's just impossible in France right now. The only reason there is a Chamsys on the main stage is because the LD was a node. That when MA3 came out, version 3 wasn't great. Chamsys got wind of that and gifted Win 2 MQ500 SWAT movement. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like I know it's a company LD, I think, if I'm right, and they do Tomorrowland, and it's fucking amazing. The lights they do on Tomorrowland, I really like it. They do Rampage, and it's fucking amazing. They do Reverse, but I think this year I didn't see them at Reverse. I know we already talked about, and they are like a begging company, and like it's like if you sell all the programming and you travel with your own desk and blah blah blah, then you can do it. The thing is, like when I'm on tour, like with Vladimir Koshma, I cannot bring my own desk on every show. Or I could do it for the Pandemium, because Pandemium this year we have a truck moving around. But like then that means my own desk is no more at the studio. So how do I program and prepare the session? How do we do live streams? So yeah, now it's a real thing. And then there is like a huge gap in the economic too. Like why are desks so expensive? Because rental company rent them a fucking lot and make a shitload of money out of it. And like even like we are thinking that the GrandMA is like super expensive. For a rental company, they just buy it like 10, 20 of them because they know like they're gonna all go out and they're gonna be like bringing in money for the next 15 years. And like it's easy cash and easy money because yeah, so that's the gap. Like for me as a light operator, it's super expensive to buy my own desk. It's like a one year of salary. and about it last year. It was 1 year of working of my salary just to have a fucking desk in my office. And a rental company gonna buy 20 of them and make shitload of money out of it. So like, but who should we blame now? And that's shut the mic. Sorry. Can you hear me? Oh, good. Now this year Rivers was Christoph, who also does Timmy trumpets. Yeah, why did it change? Does someone know? We moved from 2.4 for the summer. Like I'm moving on 2.4 today because I'm always up to date. I like it. And I like to annoy everybody at the festival, like, oh, you did an update. I need to update the desk. And I was like, yeah, but like the other two, they still on the older version. Like, yeah, but I am on Cyber. I'm on the latest version. So sorry for that. But thanks God in France, a lot of people are still on MA2. So we just switch for MA2 things. And play serial unit 111. I have a very old one. Let me have a look. I'm going to search it so you guys can see it. And let me open the window like I'm dying out of hell. Look at this, guys. This is the best controller ever. It's like touch band, and you had a shitload of buttons. You had like 24 buttons here, 24 buttons here. That's 48 buttons and 12 fader. In such a compact form. And you can take this in your bag, in your backpack, and you come to the show and you plug in and and you can play. Ah, I love those things. But they got pretty old. They're almost 10 years. And like I wanted to check like the this one is serial number. I cannot see. I'm not more sure because like I had some of the very first series, especially of them play, but I think we switched it because like we installed a lot into fixed places, clubs, bars and stuff. And I think at some point I switched one of my very old one with the one of the club. Yeah, quite old serial number. They sent it to me for a review. I did a Cedric Gervais show at local club with it and hidden under the bottle like a cardboard. Man, that's so crazy. Where was this? Was it in Ministry of Sound? Because that was such a weird story. I was supposed, back in the days, I was supposed to do a lot of the marketing campaign for the desk, for the M Touch, the first one. And they wanted to shoot that in my club where I was working as an employee. And the club owner said, no, you won't be able to do something with my lighting guy because it's my lighting guy. I don't want my lighting guy to be in a promotion because then the whole world's going to talk him, going to try to get him, and I will lose my lighting guy, or he will ask more money. So he said like, no, you won't be allowed, Martin, professional, you won't be allowed to use my lighting guy as a promotion for your desk. And we designed the desk together. And I was so excited. I was so pissed off back in the days. And I left the club like 6 months later. I was just like, okay, bye. Richmond via Cabana. I don't know that place. So Miami? What do you think about Avolite light concert? I didn't spend a lot of time using Avolite. I think it's a great lighting system. But like in France, we don't see it a lot. And I toured, like when I was touring with Fol Amour, a lot in England, UK, they had Avolites everywhere. So I spent like 3 or 4 shows playing Avolite, but like I asked the local guy to help me a little bit to program and stuff because I didn't feel that confident. And it was doing the job. And like it's the same, like I do very basic thing. I need like a pan tilt that's rotating a bit, and then like some shutter push on off, strobe on off, dimmer intensity, and that's it now. Okay, guys, let's jump back into the desk because I know you are here for this. Oh yeah, wait, now let's like, if you still have questions, let me know, and I'm gonna quickly have a look if I can find Zyper with the Champsys one, because I had the very first version of the MQ5 the stadium one. I think it was 2018, 2019, something like that. Yesterday, I finally got the AV company I was working to buy NX4. Got to use. They must be so pissed off, man, because like that's the sad thing with Onyx is that everybody struggles to find Onyx operator. So back in the days, they were able to sell some desks because the desk they were very great, but then it was like nobody was able to use them. It was always such a pain. I think I can't find this video. Okay, sorry. Let's move back then to just MA. So normally they had, it was here before. Now we had this import MVR. So this is removed now. So you can no more import an MVR from the patch, right? Or is it just me? Create multi-patch? No, there's no way, no? Fixture type, stages, DMX curve. 90 console maxis control software. I had Cerebron and yeah, Cerebron and all the button stuff and everything. It's in the show creator, man. I hate this show creator stuff. Import. So now I need to go here, right? Import, and I think we have MVR here. Create group, pass your show read, imports, parents, data pool. It's so crazy that they just move stuff like that without no explanation, huh? Like, let's download and discover like, it's PSR now. Partial show read. In VR, like why? Why is it not in the patch? Okay, so MVR, and now like if I get my, that's just internal. Let's see. Like we had quite a heavy one lately. Can we import? We had like a very heavy one like last week, I think. Not sure it was this one. Ah, no, that's something else. Let's try this. Okay, so this is a brand new window, and here you can say, so properties, what is this? Yes or no? Okay, great. What is yes, what is no? So here we have fixtures. Why is it not automatically selected? Should I do this? 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 Okay, yeah, that's not the best MVR example. We need an MVR with a lot of mess into it. That's why I'm watching this. I loaded 2.4 and I was like yeah, like I told you guys like, hey, let's make a thing to discover. And I didn't say, hey, I'm gonna show you how it works because I have no idea. Show creator. Okay, so I open the show creator. I say MVR. Okay, let's get one. Like I think Phantom was always a fucking mess. But it's probably already like which one has a lot of mess into it? What do I have here? This one doesn't have the trust anyway. Is it like filtering automatically, or like is it just me having like trying to open good MVR for once? I'm really like, that was one of the most the thing I was the most looking at. It's like how, no, it's still doing the mess. Oh, now is it now going faster? Stage. Okay, we can now choose the stage. I don't care. File type, layer, class. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly like the group objects. That's exactly what we want to remove. How can I remove that? It's not filtering much, no? But it feels like it's opening faster. What's this properties? Use MVR only. Use MVR patch colon. Emerge MVR. Use MVR position rotation colon. Okay, so if they try to make something like easy, that's sadly not the case. Maybe here I can. I don't get like why they cannot like auto group everything that's supposed to go together, right? Oh yeah, so at least you can filter here now stuff, but it's still a mess. So far, it's still a mess of scrolling and scrolling, right? But it's still it's already better than what they did in the like before. Before it was really impossible to have a read. So I was always importing everything and cleaning later. What I would love is just to be able to filter like, okay, all my strike cam goes here, all my strike away goes here, all my beam goes here. But yeah, that's still like, at least you can now filter here. It's still the shit. It's still like, why is it doing this? It's still the same shit that makes you fucking crazy. Go up. And this one, okay. And then I think just finish, right? And now it's importing faster because like I don't get why sometimes it's taking like hours and hours to import. Oh, it crashed. It just crashed. I didn't do anything. It just crashed. No worry. It's safe. You can use it. Okay, back to it. So it was. So now to do an MVR import, I need to load the file before. Huh? Okay, so now we need to go to show creator. Parser show read, MVR. Oh, here we can, okay, I got it. So here I can now select what I want. Group objects, scene objects, focus points, support, trusses, video screen, projector. So I just want fixtures. That's the filter. You see it's here, that's great. I need to look at more, but organization when I set up my show with Marker was a nightmare. So let's call back the one we had just before. That was quite a mess. This one. Oh, and now it should only take the fixture, right? Let's see if it works. Okay. Okay. Zyper approved. This is working fine. Thank you, MA. This will save me so much time and so much stress. That's great. I will have keep it in patch because for me that's something that you do really in the patch zone. Even like it's the same for PSR. I never get why they put PSR in the show creator. It crashed again. Okay, and you can see my messy desktop, right? And then like that's exactly what I experienced with PSR. That's why I hated doing it. So it was just crashing every time I tried to import. I think it's just because like it's a messy file and probably like a messy thing too. So I will not try the third time. So we move forward. But I think that's the way it works now to import MVR. Just for you to know, it's critical because it's like merging a lot of information from the MVR into your show and stuff like that. So you always have to be careful, but normally you don't do that during a gig. You do that before. Mostly, I'll always do MVR stuff on a computer because it's more powerful. So no, not too much stress on that, guys. Anything else we needed to check? Or you guys wanted to go back, like jumping on another feature we didn't check? I think that was it all. And then the last thing is that you can put Wi-Fi on your desk, but that's a thing I don't really need. I wanted to give it a try. If we go to on PC, which one was the last version? If we go to on PC, it must be this one, huh? 6073. 61.5 is more recent, right? Let's just have a look. I think your MVR, I put some critical fixture time. Yeah, it's like my show file is a bit messy, so I know that. MA2 version 3.9.636. It's not here. It didn't install? I was thinking it's installing with MA3. Okay, let's give it a try on MA2. 69636. Let's give it a try. If we go show creator. Oh, wait. Select. Can we here install this MA3 stick, MA2 on PC? My God, this is all software. I think even they must be pissed off to still work on it after all those years, trying to move forward. Guys, why this is doing that? How is your summer doing, guys? Wait, I'm gonna show you something. And you tell me what you think about it. I'm working on my summer schedule as usual. And before you guys all go to sleep, because I know time is running fast, and I see like the viewer count coming down. Let's have a quick look. I think here marketing. Wow. We have a lot now in the resources. Hey, let's have a look. I think it's going to be released tomorrow, like a bit later. I'm still not super happy with the picture. Oh, wait, no, it's not the right version because like the latest version has some, there's some shows I cannot announce for now. Ah, so bad. So bad. Let me have a look. And now we have no final exports. Wait, I'm gonna try to give it a final export so I can share this with you guys. Where do you go, guys? Is like, where are you working on this summer? Is someone working on a nice tour, or like you guys just chilling, or gonna come to see some shows? What laptop do you use for your working on MA3 on the road? I have Xbook ThinkPad X1 Carbon. ThinkPad X1 Carbon. I'm not like having anything to see with Lenovo, but let's just have a look because maybe I'm gonna buy a new one. Is this one? Nah, I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy. Nah, I don't want to buy. Go back. X1 Carbon Gen 30. It's like the thinniest laptop you can have, I think. And like it's very very thin and very very light. But I have like great connectivity. It's powerful. It's just like super super pricey. It's like the most pricey Windows computer you can buy, like in this small factor form. It has no GPU, so it's not a gaming. It's like really like this now, because I'm this type of person. You see me dressed in black with the hat, slowing lights, but then like the rest of the week, I am like an entrepreneur because I'm managing a company, and I do like a lot of emails. I get job requests. I fire people. I do financials. I order a lot of things and like all that kind of stuff. So that's why I have this type of computer. But yeah, no, X1 Carbon is amazing. It's pretty powerful, and like I can make, as you can see, like the everything you see right now is what I'm doing on this computer, and I like it because it has a great battery. It's super light, super small to travel with. I can like work in planes and trains easily with it. Has a very small form factor. So yeah, I just want to see like if we configure it right now. I think about it like for about 3,500. Yeah, I have an E7 because I need it powerful. I have Windows normal. I have Microsoft Office Professional. Let's go for 5. And then that's 360. We have 360. We're already paying it. No worry. Allemand, Anglais. And then I have 1 terabyte of yeah, I think that's it. No, 1 terabyte. Yeah, 2 terabyte. Like I just made a new computer last week. It's crazy how RAM and M2 hard drives are fucking expensive. And I think that's all, no? I have like a powerful Wi-Fi, no NFC. It's tactile computer, touchscreen. Yeah, Surface Laptop 2 is great too. Zippo, please. Yeah. Good night, Carlos. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with us, guys, tonight. So yeah, I have I'm working with this computer, and you see like it's super pricey, but as I'm buying it on a company, and like I had one before, I had it for like 10 years. And when I changed it, I knew like I'm going to buy this computer and it's going to be like my everyday computer for the next 10 years. So it's okay now. You can put money in it. I mean, like I know a lot of people are like always pretty mad at how pricey computers and stuff can be, and then they buy like a 1,200 iPhone every year. So like I better put 10,000, like 5,000 in a laptop that gonna follow me for like 10 or 20 years, than into a smartphone that's gonna be useless after 2 years. A bit off topic now. What would you think about the idea of doing? Oh yeah, wait. Let's go back to chat mode. Off topic now. What would you think about the idea of going a big Discord call with multiple people where everyone can show a bit of the showfile and workflow? I think it would be really interesting to see how other people work. I also think I have a few things in my showfile that could interest other people. I am thinking about making like different type of live stream format where I could bring in other people. The thing is, who's going to be really interested about that? And I'm having a big topic lately about who's a good, like in French we say être un bon orateur. You probably watch a lot of podcasts like I do. And you see that some podcasts, even if the subject doesn't interest you very much, are amazing because the people talking have a great way of talking. And some other podcasts where you see amazing brain, amazing people with a lot of talents and stuff, but it's like just a shitty talk because they don't know how to talk or they have nothing special to talk. And wait, give me a second. And so I'm really careful because I don't want to do like a 1 hour talking with someone who's not a good speaker, with someone that's so someone who's not a good speaker, someone who's not feeling comfortable talking in a microphone, talking to a crowd or stuff like that. And then it's the same. like you probably follow a lot of different lighting guys. You probably follow a lot of like brands, Grand MA, Robbie, and stuff like that. And I always try to bring something very different to the table. First of all, from my point of view and the different vision, artistic vision I have about what I do, because you probably don't see a lot of guy doing lights and visuals the way I do. That's why I founded my company. That's why we have a company called Visions, because it's our artistic vision about how we see live shows. But then also just like sitting down and letting someone talk about this thing, for sure, like it can be very interesting, but you can also very, very quickly fall down into a self-ego stuff, where it's just like, I do things like this and it's cool. I do things like this. I do things like this. And I do things like this. And I'm not sure that people who follow me, people who follow this channel, people who come here and everything, and especially on Instagram or YouTube and stuff like that, are really gonna find any interest in this type of content. So we are thinking about it since many years. I would love to share with and more with other people, but it's really not easy to do. And if someone wants to do it, like all the tools are here. Like you can do streams too. You can do Instagram stories. You can share a lot of stuff. But like even when I look at all the light operators and lighting people who are sharing things, a lot of them already now, where it's like still a super small community and very small things, are like very fake and just trying to be on social media for their own ego, trying to show other people that they know something or even not. And then like it's really depending. I don't know what type of content you guys like to watch, what type of creator you guys like to learn from and everything. But yeah, that's really the thing. I'm like, for sure on paper, having me talking with someone else about how he programs lights and stuff and everything can be very interesting and super learnful and everything. But I know from my experience that it can quickly be super boring content and not useful at all, because I'm watching a lot. I'm watching a lot of different type of content, especially when it comes to Grand MA, or I would love to do some deep end stuff or things like that. But it's most of the time it's pretty boring and pretty hard to watch from my point of view. Again, it's my point of view, but there's a lot of content outside there where it's just super hard to watch, because I don't think that MA is a great software to watch on thing, because like just the fact that you have so many different screens and so many different pools that everything looks the same and blah blah blah. So that's also why I don't try to focus my content on just like, hey, learn MA3 with Zyper. Now it's like, I'm an LD and I'm sharing stuff and I'm talking about what I think. I'm talking about my projects. I try to give you some insights and some stuff, but it's not just about lights or light softwares. So yeah, look at that. That's for answer. And if you're talking about having a Discord, we have a Discord with Vision since 2020. So that's 6 years now, and it never really worked. So it's here. If you guys want to come and chat and have a talk, it's you can do it, but it's never, it's not a huge community and not working very well. And I'm like, I jumped in a lot of different Discord. I'm in Christian Jackson's Discord. I'm in like Obsidian and stuff like that. But like when I'm going there, most of the time it's because I have an issue and I'm looking for a solution. And lately, since like 2 years, when I'm looking for a solution on one of the software or lights or something, I'm asking Gemini. And Gemini is much more faster than going into a Discord, typing a message and waiting for 3 hours that someone passed by and maybe gonna give me an answer. Festival one-off support stuff. You're a Lenovo enjoyer. Yes, I'm a Lenovo enjoyer. I found a bug on the new update. Any pool object with an action set go to in a store view is not changing to. I found a bug in the new version. When you load an MVR, it's crashing. Look at Geeks, mostly an MA system tech for theme park stuff. Break there. What type of theme park? I was at the Rubber Park 2 weeks ago with my brother. He's working there. The festival here in the States and a few near home touring gigs. Other than that, just house gigs and vacation. On a eu le projet ensemble, Zyper, tu veux qu'on regarde ça après les 3 stades? Je veux bien que tu me réécrives, parce que je vais parler de beaucoup de choses ces derniers jours avec beaucoup de gens. Donc, je veux bien que tu me renvoies un message. Il ne faut pas hésiter à me harceler s'il y a des choses que vous voulez qu'on voit ensemble. Later, import some fixture with infinite panel tilt and watch the 3D. Why? Is there like a trick? 2 unlisted video for an MA just leaked. Right? I think like they're gonna release tomorrow or after tomorrow, like the small recap video that they do all the time. I just don't get why they don't release it all at once. We'll probably need like multiple LDN hosts to keep things objective. Invite link is dead, by the way. Yeah, no, it's like I don't. The thing with talking with other light operators, I don't personally enjoy it. So that's why for my content and my stuff, I don't see myself sitting down with a light operator and enjoy talking with him and listening at everything he's gonna have to talk about. Because most of the light operators, the good ones, the one that we want to learn from, they are fucking nerds. They are like sitting in front of a desk and and typing all the time, you know, like programmer. And a programmer is not a funny person, is not a great speaker person, is not someone that you put on stage. It's just like a guy who's here with his computer and fighting with his computer, you know, and making his thing. And the good thing in lights, and that's why we have so many light operators and good ones, is that when they push play, they can look back and ta-da, is doing the lights and it looks beautiful. But there is a real thing, like I'm interested into light operator that I see they enjoy performing live. Like light operator who program like amazing stuff and then just sit in front of house waiting the show to happen. It's not me. It's not my thing of my way of doing. It's not my point of view. It's not what I enjoy. So I have a huge respect for them. I'm super impressed because I will not be able to do even 1% of the programming they do. But yeah, like I'm not the same. I'm not doing the same thing. And I'm sure like if I'm getting your interest through the social and the content I do, it's mostly because I'm not like that. So yeah, again, like I'm probably not the right person to sit down and like if someone has something interesting, I'm more looking about people who can talk about emotion, talk about creativity, talk about artistic vision, than people talking about, I program my anime like this way, and I do like this macro, and the macro is like that, doing all that sort of stuff. Someone got actually functional link to Zyber's Discord to throw in the chat, perhaps. Oh wait, I'm gonna have a look if I can do it. Discord. This is so old. Do I still have Discord? Yeah, I think I still have Discord on my phone. Oh wait, I'm gonna try to have it on the computer. Pan and tilt was implemented in 3D finally. Like, who is using infinite pan and tilt? Who? Even if like more and more fixture have it, like most of the time I don't see it used. It's just like, what's the point of making infinite panel tilt? Martingale, exactly, now the spiky. Like I'm doing this a lot where you put like one fixture like this and the other fixture like this and you make the turn and it makes like this infinite loop. Or like same, you make one like this and one like this and you make them pan infinite and it makes a, but that's just one effect and really that's the effect you do once you are like looking at the show and like, what kind of different movement can I do? Like, infinite pan tilt, let's do it. That does not like, it doesn't bring much to the table, I think. Yeah, exactly. Infinite pan tilt is a fun gimmick for like 10 seconds out of a 90-minute. And unfortunately, that nerdy programmer. Yeah, and like being a nerdy programmer, it's okay. It's really okay. And it's the same. Like I'm working with a lot of DJs, and they are all telling me like, now I need to be like, a lot of them are like amazing producer actually, and they tell me like, now to promote myself, I need to be more on social media, blah blah blah. And I'm like, bro, like if you don't feel it, just don't do it. Don't go prostitute yourself on social media if you have no idea about what to do, if you don't enjoy to do it. Just do your music. Because there is still business, money, and everything for people who make music. And if you don't make money with your music, Ask yourself the right question. I know programmer, they make money just by programming. I know operator, they just money just by operating. There is, I think, in nowadays world, there's space for everybody. And I also know people who probably make more money with social media than with their own jobs as light operators and stuff like that. Because I know people, they are on social media and they are actually not that good light operators or whatever. Ellies are super smart and like to hide. Yeah, that's it. That's why, but also that's why you don't have many light operators and stuff that are like doing well on social media. Because it was already in the reason of the pre-2 version, but it never worked. And like, I think there's so much stuff that like supposed to work, but depending on the version and the conditions and stuff. Okay, so last thing I wanted to try is just to have a look, but I'm think I'm gonna be a bit fucked about this one. Or maybe we can have a look in the layout. Ah, fuck this MA2. Like I tapped on no agree. Guys, I'm so happy to have some time to stream with you. It was so good to talk with you tonight. I'm sorry, I was a bit late. I'm probably gonna try to set up another live stream during the weekend. But the thing is, like I already said, this year, if I have like studio session to do, I want to stream them so we can have time to talk and stuff like that. It's just like, as you see, I'm talking too much and you guys are asking too much question. So like most of the time we're not working a lot together. And then the other bad thing is that Pandemonium, I could not share anything with you before, and Max course was the same. But I think during the summer I will be able to do it more because like people already saw the stage design, the stuff and everything. So I will be able to share a bit more and give you insight, and at the same time for me work. No. MK Bucharest. Let's back up. Setup. Yeah, MA2 is such a mess. I never know how this works. Load show. MK Bucharest. And I don't have the final one, right? No, it's not the right MA version. MA 3.6, 3.6. Yeah, that's the one, the good one. Yeah, people like, by the way, for the ones who told me like I should get in touch with MA people, like Arnaud Dessel, Da Silva, who's here, he's working with me and he's like very close to MA. So like if I want a direct connection to the MA people, like Arnaud can for sure help me with that. But I have no interest for that, and I know like I'm not the right guy to get in touch with them and explain them my vision, because my vision for me, I know it's just me, and I have so much fun trying to fight with the tools to make it my own that I don't want them to make my life too easier, and I don't want to borrow them because they have an industry and user that pay much more money than I do to make this run. What I would be interested in anyway is like if they want to do some promotion or marketing campaign, then I'm really interested in it because I think it's cool to show the world a different way of using the tools. Plus, I think it's like good as we're reaching a lot of people. It can be cool for the brain and everything. But like I don't want to get involved anyone, but with any company that's doing lighting desk about programming and feedbacks and stuff like that, because my usage is way too basic. Setup, backup. Okay, let's share with this wonderful MA2. Especially for those who don't see it in a while. Wow, look how beautiful. Remember that you have like a full screen here. Oops, but you have to use a little screen in the full screen to work. Because that's the way they did it. And they were thinking, oh, that's great. Now let's make a small screen in the big screen so that you can show the information you need just in the smaller part. And I think I didn't save my show file correctly. No, maybe it's the wrong USB stick. Where is Zyper World 4? No, Zyper World 2. This one. Did you guys know about McCoss? Did anybody hear about him before? Final 2. Let's go. Check all. Load. 2 minutes save. And my God, this is so ugly. I think here. Yeah. Views. Do I have a page? Pages. This one. Let's go page 100. This one. Executor. I want to select this. Can I select this? How I should go here. Select. Here, select this. And I think if I go like to 3 or maybe at 4, and I go to my layout, something should happen. Nothing's going on. Why is nothing going on? Plate. Nah. Should not be yellow. Should be yeah, because this one should be done. MA3 like it's losing, it's fucking my brain all the time. Like everything you click, it looks the same. You never know what you're looking at. Let's just do off. Where's off? Everything off. Go back to executor. Here, go. Normally we should have how many queues did we make here? I think works in base in impact. I think it's after that. Build. Nothing's going on. Is it possible that because I don't have the parameters that I don't see anything going on in the layouts? Do we have some MA2 specialists here? I just wanted to see. Now I should just see. Just fine. Yeah, right. Huh? I'm just trying to see, because normally like this is a time code we did. Parameters don't matter anything within the desk. And normally like I should see like a chase or something going on here. My God, this is also ugly. Not because like the timecode has no impact on that. Okay, I think we're gonna just try to put it to MA3 and have a look at what's going on in MA3. Maybe we could, because basically like all the chase effect and stuff like that didn't work in MA3. So now I hope that with this new version, if I go to backup, save diagram 3242. Yes, show conversion would take some time. Yeah, master was on 100%. And then I'm gonna switch off, have some food, and go to sleep, guys. It was great spending time with you. Thank you so much for being here all the time. Thank you for the amazing support. And I hope, like, I didn't make many pictures this time. I was lucky to find a lot of content online because like those fans are going crazy. But like we will record more in 2 weeks for Istanbul show. So you can expect to have a little bit more what the kind of content that you like. Also, I have Leo with me, Leo Audiovisual, on this project. who's like making content too. So I need to check with him, like if he's interested. He's making more lights operator and lighting nerd, technician nerd content than I do. I do more the funny stuff. So I think it can be interesting to have his point of view about this project. It's the first time actually that when it's saying it's gonna take some time, like it takes time. So that means like it's processing more than what it did before. Save as GrandMA. It's done. So normally now under GrandMA3 here. Thank you, by the way, love your appearance and symbol in. Thank you so much, man. It's all fucked up with the new version. So cool. I am so happy. This one now. Modern Warfare 3 là. Tac. What do we have? So yeah, basically when you open a MA2 show file in MA3, you get like all the colors that you gave before are now appearances. Phaser, okay, and if I go to it was shape. So I still got the same shapes, but I think now if I go to effects, it was called, yeah. So it's calling, this is the effect pool for the MA2. And I expect, if I take a layout. So that's another piece of thing on MA2 is that when you import, I realized that, let's follow, like the layout don't have the same size. So you have like one part of your layout and then all the rest is like crushing against the border. This is so weird. Like I spend a lot of time trying to understand how MA2 is converting to MA3. And once I understood that the phaser, basically the phaser, like it's making effects, but it's just like, it has no phase, it has no nothing. And here, like it looks still like that now. Not sure they improved a lot on this. Or it has a phase. Maybe they did. So what's inside now? Those new effects. Yeah, that's so weird because basically it creates an effect pool, and inside it has this effect, but it's super hard to understand what it actually really is. You see, like, there is no shape, no nothing. It's quite weird, but it looks like it's still not fixed. Now it's still the same. Because I was thinking maybe here you find like your receipt, your effect receipt line that is like basically your MA2 effect. It looks like no, still fucked off. Yeah. I'm gonna have a deeper look with the depends file and everything because now I know all the songs what it's supposed to do. Okay. Guys, if you have any question, let me know. If not, I'm going to switch off for tonight. I'm a bit tired and going to have a good sleep. Thank you so much for everybody for being with me. It was good fun chatting with you. Good fun discovering all those new features together. I wanted, like I'm saying, like 3 months that I'm going to release like an official planning about what's coming next as the streams and stuff. But for now, like everything is still changing way too much. So thank you so much. Anyway, guys. I'm gonna keep you updated if I do launch another stream in the week, maybe this weekend, maybe Sunday. I like to stream on Sundays, and I'll let you know what type of content we're gonna talk about. Thank you so much. Enjoy your night. See you soon.